tonight you became the NBA's all-time leader in bench scoring. What does that mean to you?
It means a lot, man.
Just watching him play even tonight, that just his pace and his speed.
Most guys like Lou Williams don't come off the bench, and I think that's what makes me appreciate him more.
You love that he likes coming off the bench. You know, a lot of players think if you don't start, that's some kind of knock. You know, he's just a terrific player.
Lou Williams is the reigning Sixth Man of the Year, and last night he became the all-time leading scorer off the bench in NBA history. It's been a remarkable career for a guy who was drafted towards the end of the second round in 2005 and spent time in the D-League that first year. Let's look at how he scores so many buckets, despite being relatively short at 6'1" and skinny at 175. First off, his finishing at the rim is hard to fathom unless you see it. He doesn't elevate off the ground that far, the big men seem to always get there, and yet Lou has the knack for releasing the shot just before the defender can get a hand on it. And he isn't a speed merchant, but can alter his footwork and timing to get by his man for another finger roll at the rim. It's this type of footwork that is most impressive to me, as he can lengthen or shorten the 1-2 after the gather, and it completely throws off the big man, and he even helps accentuate the contact to get him to the line. One of Lou's signature shots is his floater, since getting all the way to the rim isn't always an option, and it's his penchant for drifting to his left while releasing that not only serves to amaze, but is also necessary in order to find an opening to get the shot off. While most coaches would dissuade players from drifting this much while shooting, Lou Will has embraced it and mastered this high level of difficulty shot to the point where it's almost automatic for him. His jump shot is serviceable. It's not the most accurate shot for him, as he's hovered around average from behind the arc throughout his career, but there's even more evidence of his mid-range game floating to the left side, the kind the defense just has to tip their cap to. For a righty, it seems to make sense that drifting to the left is still a makeable shot, since he's not fighting across his body to get alignment, and it's clear with the proper training and practice, this shot is not a fluke, but a true skill. Where Lou's brilliance in shot making really helps the Clippers, however, is in the clutch. With players who have a minimum of 30 games in the clutch this year, he's ranked third in offensive rating behind only Jason Tatum and Al Horford. But he's far and away in front of everyone else in terms of net rating in the clutch, showing how vital he is at keeping the Clippers in close games or extending their precarious leads. And it's these shots where you see the full range of talent on display, the kind of shots he probably doesn't even practice, but has a sense and muscle memory to connect under the highest pressures of the game. The Clippers have needed Lou's spark off the bench the past 2 years, and his ability to hit shots immediately is just like the role Wix plays in helping you design your website. Like Lou's game, the over 500 stunning templates Wix offers can be customized to add anything you want, from text to images to videos and more. You can start and publish for free, and they've got a very robust set of business solutions to fulfill your every need. Get started now by going to wix.com/podcast and get 10% off. Push the limits of web design with Wix. The role of microwave off the bench has existed in the NBA since the 60s. Guys who could come right in the game without warming up and just blitzing the scoreboard with field goals. But hardly any sixth men have been able to get to 20 points a game by playing this way. If you look at seasons where a player has started less than 20 games and played in at least 60, there are only 5 seasons where players got to 20 points a game, and 2 of those seasons belong to Lou Williams. In fact, last year's output was the highest per game scoring from a bench player for as far back as Basketball Reference can go. The list of absolute go-to players in the clutch isn't very long. And if you had to pick a team knowing you needed the clutchiest of the clutch, then you'd have to pick Lou Williams first. Oh, hey, good to see everybody. Thanks for watching this video. If you made it this far, then I've got something really special for you. A free video that you can only get by clicking on the link below. It'll break down my 3 favorite actions, and I guarantee you'll love it. So what are you waiting for? I'll see you on the other side of that link. Don't forget to subscribe to BBallBreakdown and adjust your settings so you'll get notified right away. You in?